Hey everybody, welcome to Trekking It. I'd like to show you how my old garden's doing, so come check this out. So I live in Michigan, and I've been getting some of that nasty smoke from those Canadian wildfires lately. But today it's cleared up quite a bit, you can see. But you can also see those brown dead spots in the pine trees are from those ice storm we got earlier this year. Not a big fan of that. I still need to take care of that. But anyways, let's get back to this garden here. I'd like to show it to you because I did something a little bit different than I normally do. As you walk on in, you got sunflowers on the right and left. And this here is a bunch of pie pumpkins. So quite often you see beautiful, luscious gardens, and people don't show you the dirty nitty-gritty of it. So I've said it before, I'll say it again, everything in this garden is pretty much all organic. I don't use fertilizers, I don't use weed killers, I don't do any of that stuff. It's plant some seeds and water it, take care of it, and let it grow. So I've never used this plastic before. I bought it and it's turned out quite well. On the far outside edge here, I have butternut squash. As you can see, it's doing quite well, and we're in the middle of June now, so it's had quite a while to grow. We have zucchini next to it, and these here, I have to move some of my cages there, but they're Roma tomatoes. You can see that they're kind of wilting a little bit, and I believe it's from all that Canadian smoke, because this was beautiful just the other day. I forget what breed we have of green beans here. We have two different breed of green beans. Testing out which ones we like better. I believe these are Wanda peas, something like that. They're growing up real good. The onions, they look really messy. Those are white onions. They look really messy. And I usually cut the flowers off from them until they start doing good. And once they start doing good, I let the flowers go. It tends to make the bulbs bigger. And right here, the fence that's broke down, it fell down overnight, is pickling cucumbers. And they overtook, when they fell, they overtook my carrots that I got going on. And then on the outside edge on the plastic, I actually had some potatoes. And then there's a gap here, and here's a bunch more potatoes. You can see all the flowers on the potatoes. On this far outside edge, it's corn and pumpkins. And I'll walk you through, do a little bit more of a close-up on some of these things. So they're doing quite well. Potatoes all on the left are doing amazing. You can see, I mean, there's flowers all over in there. Oh, there's a little bird hiding in there. Yeah, all kinds of flowers. These are gonna do amazing. Some more potatoes that were on this green, or on this black plastic here, this weed guard, if you will. At least you can see a little bit how the carrots are doing. Doing pretty good. Shin high. You can see I cut my onions like I was talking, and now I'm starting to let them get flowers and grow. They might have had a little too much water here. It's been kind of dry, so I've been overwatering this garden. Oh hey, my beets, I forgot to mention those. The beets are doing okay. They still got time to grow, but I think, I haven't looked yet. Yeah, there's some baby. There it is, you can see it. Past those flowers, little baby cucumber. So we'll test those out, see how those do, but you can see my carrots. they got overtaken by, they're doing quite well. They got overtaken by the cucumbers. A lot of times you see all these beautiful gardens and nobody shows you the nitty gritty of it. So this plastic, I've never used it before, and it seemed to work really well. It kept all those weeds out. This edge perimeter here, you can see has grass along it, and I rototill. This is what I'm talking about. There's my pile of weeds that I picked. It took about half an hour. I just grab them, rip them out. Here's another pile I still got to take care of. And that's what I'm talking about. Everything in this garden is pretty much organic. Like I said, no weed killers, no fertilizers. The only exception that I have is my potatoes. I do use, for the potato bugs, a spray. Probably 2-3 times, maybe 4 if it's bad. But probably closer to 3 times a year. I do spray it for potato bugs. There's really no way around that. But everything else, it's either on that plastic or I weed it by hand. So you can look and see, I think you can see that like whitish look on those leaves. I'm pretty sure that's the ash from those Canadian wildfires. And these, you can kind of see it on the tomatoes as well. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But if you take a look at this garden, what we got going on, I'm not saying it's amazing, but I'm also not saying it's puny. It's doing pretty good. These are too big, but that's the kind of produce you get out of them. When the sun's shining, these things got big old beautiful flowers on them. I'll walk down to the other side. You can see them down in there. There we go. They're doing quite well. Here's some more of my Roma tomatoes. We make a lot of sauces and things like that. So this black plastic, some of my plants didn't come through. You can see I just left it blank. You get stuff like this, that little weed of grass right there, or that grass right there, and you just got to grab those and pluck them out, and at least you're not weeding around a whole bunch of stuff. You're only grabbing 1 or 2, little weeds. So this plastic makes it really nice, and you can organize it however you'd like. The zucchini is doing stellar, my golly. These are even too big. And again, I don't know what we're gonna do with all these zucchinis that are growing. The Romas are doing pretty good. They need a little bit more attention. I gotta move some of these cages around. I haven't done that yet. Here's a couple big ones towards the end. The very end, yeah, you can see they're quite the hog dog. And again, look at, I think it's ash from the wildfires. I really do. I don't know what else it would be. I haven't had it, and it's on pretty much all the leaves. You can see it's a funny color to it. I don't know. The plants were doing amazing a few days ago, and then the wildfire smoke came and kind of messed them up. But to anybody that ever wants to do a garden and they're just discouraged from the overwhelming amount of weeding that you'd have to do, or they find it too expensive to buy weed killers, or they don't want to, or whatever the case may be, maybe try some of this plastic stuff. I've heard all kinds of names. I've heard, weed guard and landscape plastic. I've heard all kinds of names. It's just a polywoven plastic. It's all pretty much the same. You can spend a lot of money on it, or you can get cheap stuff. I got cheap stuff because I wanted to try it. And to be honest with you, I think it works really well. So you can see, even the peas here, everything's doing pretty good. I'm not complaining about none of it. It all had flowers the other day, but it was really smoky the last couple days. I don't know the exact number that we were given, but it was quite unhealthy. So I just wanted to show you the garden, show you how things are doing. hopefully I can encourage somebody to get out there and, you know, get a garden if they've never had one, or if they have had them, maybe do something different that they were unsure that they wanted to try. Just some sort of encouragement to people. So without, you know, friends or neighbors and people like that, I probably wouldn't have done this off the get-go. Everything's doing really good. So I would just like to encourage everybody, if you ever wanted to do a garden but you're just unsure, go for it. Do it. Do a little bit of research. I mean, this right here is terrible looking. I get it. I had a whole bunch of extra red onions. So I threw them in here and I tilled it in. Look at all those red onions. I'll probably weed these one day when the sun's not out so much in the evening. There's gonna be so many red onions, you're not gonna know what to do with it. My corn's doing terrible. I planted pumpkins in with the corn. So I got a late start on the corn. It should be quite a bit higher. All my neighbors, their corn's pretty much chest high right now, and mine's back there was barely shin high. And starting about right here, we're just over your knees. So my corn's not doing real good, but you know what? I'm okay with that, because everything else is doing really good. But I think it's a pretty cool garden layout, to be honest with you. Sunflowers on the perimeter there, got a way in. I got corn and pumpkins, followed up with potatoes, more potatoes, and the cucumbers, and then the carrots next to it, onions, beets, peas. There's 2 different breeds of green beans, some Roma tomatoes, back down to the zucchini and butternut squash, and on the far end again, finish it off with sunflowers. So I think it's a pretty neat layout. I enjoy going in there in the evenings and mornings when the sun's not so hot on you, and just hanging out, doing a little bit of weeding and checking the plants out. Like I said, I'm gonna move some of these cages because those tomatoes, I gotta get the tomatoes that are doing good, their cages. I haven't done that yet. But there you have it. That black plastic works pretty well. So if you'd like to try it out, I'd kind of encourage you to do so. It seems to work really well. It keeps the weeding down quite a bit. Alright, so I just picked some of those zucchinis that I was showing you. We got ones, everything from so big they can't fit in that basket, all the way down to nice medium size. And even these little guys would be great for grilling, that fit in that basket nice and easy. I believe I counted 30 of them. Just thought I'd show that to you. That's it for now.